Hey yo, it's your boy Battle Raps Coroner, and it's the Autopsy report. Don't get put in that bag, nigga. You already know what it is.
All sloppy with bullets in your body. Fuck a news report. The only report is an autopsy.
Hey yo, it's your boy Battle Raps Coroner. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media at BR Coroner on Twitter, Battle Rap Coroner on Instagram. And if y'all want to support the show and help the show grow and do more and more exciting things, man, y'all can donate to the show as well. Donate to my Cash App at BR Coroner. All donations, no matter how big or how small, is welcome, man. I appreciate y'all. Our website and the clothing coming real soon, battlerapcoroner.com. And make sure y'all tune into the Autopsy report. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell so you don't miss out on everything. I'm about to start streaming live on Twitch as well. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for that, man. That's going to be really crazy. So on today's show, we going to talk about the Riot Battle League and the division card they had this weekend. It was a quiet weekend in Battle Rap, and Geechee Gotti and the Riot and King of the Dot and Twitch delivered. And why do I say King of the Dot and Twitch? Because King of the Dot allowed the Riot to come on their Twitch account and stream to their fans and to get them more exposure and to get their shit off, which is crazy. So shout out to King of the Dot for doing that, you know what I mean? Shout out to Geechee Gotti, everything that he's doing. He got the No Studio and podcast. He's doing cards now, doing his own events. He a real boss. So make sure y'all support Geechee Gotti, man. He's the face of the West right now. But we're going to talk about a few things, man. We're going to get to everything that happened on the card. We're going to start with a couple battles, though. I'm going to save the controversy for last, so y'all stay tuned, man. But anyway, Chef Trash versus Real Name Brandon. Chef Trash coming off a little hiatus. He backed out the Grand Prix tournament. Now he's back. I think he had a battle before this in Philly, and I think that was his last battle. Now he back on this Riot card with Geechee Gotti. Division card, facing Real Name Brandon. Chef Trash has the bigger name, obviously. Real Name Brandon is no slouch, though. Like, you know what I mean? He been around, and he's pretty nice. I seen a couple of his battles. I thought he was pretty dope. I wanted to see what he was going to do with Chef Trash, though. You know what I mean? Chef Trash is a different type of character. Like, he's a different caliber. Chef Trash, and I wanted to get the feel of the event, right? Because it was almost like, let me fix this a little bit. It was almost like when Snake Eyes battled Geechee Gotti, he got no love during the battle. Like, it was crazy how much, like, they was not reacting to none of his bars, and he had some shit in all 3 rounds. So, and it took away from the battle personally for me. So I wanted to see if, you know what I mean, maybe they learned from their mistakes and grew from their last event. The crowd, that is, I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? I know it's an away game. I know it's a home game for West Coast battle rappers, but you still, if something's hot, it's hot, man. You gotta, you know what I mean? Because nobody will want to come out there if they not getting cheered, like, you know what I mean, for their hot bars. Like, everything, I know y'all not gonna react to everything. It's natural. But if it's hot, man. Show love, you heard me? But anyway, Chef Trash come out in his first round. The crowd was reacting to his bars. He had said some shit. He had some bars in there. I thought it was a fire first round. I'm gonna get to the bars in the second round and the third. I just wanted to set the tempo for y'all, you know what I mean, and for the first round. Chef Trash had a fire first round. It was solid. He didn't leave Earth, but it was definitely a solid fire first round. I wanted to see what Real Brandon was going to do in his first round and how much gas he was going to get. Real Name Brandon comes out in the first round. It was a little gas, but he had a fire first round in my opinion. He had this one bar that stuck out to me. He said, "You thought you was going to surf on my turf and became a plate." I thought that was a fire line. And I actually gave Real Name Brandon the first round. I know he had a little gas in there, but you know what I mean? I like what he did in the first round. I like what Chef Trash did in the first round as well. Second round, Chef Trash comes out with 3 rebuttals, maybe 4. I got to rewatch it. But I know the one rebuttal that I liked, he said, "Oh, you got some screws loose. Guess who got the hammer for you?" That shit was crazy. Even though screws, you know what I mean, you don't really use a hammer for, but we not going, you know what I mean, we ain't gonna get petty with it, you know what I mean, we ain't gonna be too, you know what I mean, nitpicking every little thing, but I thought it's a rebuttal, it was a freestyle. I thought it was fire. Now, if he wrote that, then we'd be like, yo, he wildin'. But if it was a freestyle, he can get away with it. So solid 3 rebuttals from Chef Trez. Then he went into a West Coast battler scheme. He basically named and dissed every battle rapper on the West Coast, or at least named every battle rapper on the West Coast in the scheme, which I thought was fire and ballsy, you know what I mean, being on the West Coast and during the battle. And he said, I'll put your mom on the stream since you want to cry a river. I thought it was okay bar, but it was definitely a second fire round from, it was definitely a fire second round from Chef Trez. He definitely came punching back, you know what I mean, the rebuttals and the written was on point. Real Name Brandon came out in the second round. He had a Debo bar, you know what I mean, dun 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 dun, you know, I hear Debo coming, you know what I mean. I thought he delivered it fire, and the way he set it up was fire to me. He went from the Grand Prix to a pole position. That was crazy. Granny said when you get cooking, you gotta put your foot in it. You know what I mean? He had a little, you know what I mean? I thought, yo, Real Name Brandon had a second solid round as well. A fire solid round to me. But I edged the second round to Chef Trez. The rebuttals in the beginning and the round was fire. Not taking up from Real Name Brandon, but I got it 1-1 going to the third. I gave Real Name Brandon the first and Chef Trez the second. Now going into the third, he had a rebuttal. He came out with 3 rebuttals, but they didn't hit like the second round. You heard me? So yeah, he comes out in the third, 3 rebuttals that didn't hit or land as hard. The crowd definitely wasn't fucking with the rebuttals in this third round. He had a Nate Robb bar that was crazy. He said he checking for stain like a health inspector. You know what I mean? But it was like, again, this third round was more like his first round. I thought his second round was his best round. His first and his third was solid rounds, but his second round was his most fire round. Another solid round from Chef Trez, but definitely beatable in my opinion. Real Name Brandon comes out, he had a 6-man bar in there. Yo, Real Name Brandon had some bars, dog. Yo, he had this one bar, he was like, yo, if niggas sleep on me, the first nigga to sleep on me, I'm drawing on him. I thought that shit was crazy. Man, he had bar after bar after bar, a performance. Like Real Name Brandon definitely stepped his game up in this battle. You know what I mean? Facing a big name, he knew he had to step up, and he did, man. It was getting to the point, it was overkill. Like, he just kept going on him. So I gave this third round of Real Name Brandon. I thought he brought more. I thought he had more bars, more fire. You know what I mean, in the belly in the third round. But this was definitely a good battle. But 2-1, Real Name Brandon. Chef Trez, 2-1. So I had this battle, 2-1, Real Name Brandon. You know what I mean? I gave Real Name Brandon the first and the third. I gave Chef the second. But Chef Trez, my nigga, you got put in that bag, dog. You already know, man. But shout out to both of them, man. It was definitely one of the better battles on the card. Cali Smooth versus Loso. Let's get into it. Alright, Cali Smooth, it's a home game. Riot, you know what I mean? In Compton, it's definitely a home game. Loso's from Tampa. But Cali can rap, man. And Loso's been on a tear this year. You know what I mean? Killed JC. You know what I mean? He did good in the tournament. You know what I mean? People say he got robbed in the tournament. So he did, you know what I mean? He was one of the favorites in the tournament. I didn't write down bars in the first round, but I did have Loso taking the first round. I think he had a Hawaiian scheme in there that was fire. He kept saying that Cali Smooth got beat up in Hawaii, and you know what I mean, what made it funny was Cali Smooth kept saying like, nah, I got jumped in Hawaii. And he's like, nah, nigga, you got beat up. Like, it was hilarious, right? But Cali Smooth came out in the second round. You know what I mean? This with a bar. He just hit 40s and 60s. You know what I mean? First, Benjamin Button kind of type of line. I thought it was okay. Then he had a dry spot, but then he had a scheme about Loso being a preacher loving fashion. Then he's talking about everything he got in his closet, all the jewelry he be wearing, gold fronts that he had in one battle, I believe, or something like that. Loso comes back. I think the crowd turned on him because they was fucking with him in the first round, but the way the second round started, he just kept saying how beat up he got in the second round. I think the crowd wasn't fucking with that because he said that in the first round. So the crowd, you can see the crowd or hear the crowd turning on Loso in the second round. I gave Cali Smooth the second round. 1-1 going to the third. Cali Smooth comes out. How you gonna step to a nigga that learned how to walk twice? Fire bar. You want us to read one book. I'm trying to get us to read all of them. I thought that was crazy. Get off your knees, start taking action. Stop praying on your knees, start taking action. That was crazy. Kylie was snapping in the third round. I ain't gonna hold you. Kylie was fighting back in that third round. You seen the passion in his face and his eyes. He was rapping his heart out in that third round. Loso comes out his first round, tried to sun Kylie before the round, right? So he in between the round, he's petting Kylie smooth on his head, like, and Kylie just let him pet him like, get the fuck out of here. Like he let Loso get that off on him, letting him pet him on his head like a sun. That did not look good. So I gave him points for that, just for doing that and getting it off. He pulls out a fake plaque, said that basically Kylie Smooth was trying to say that he's doing mad numbers on Spotify, but it was some other dude name. I think his name was JP Kylie Smooth. It was some crazy shit, but he had the fake plaque up there saying that he was lying about his streams on Spotify. And he had a Smoothie King bar, which was a shot at Mav. You know what I mean? I gave the third round to Loso, because I like this angle online. Like, I hate it when niggas lie. Like, that's fake as hell. Like, you lying about your streams, dog. Like, keep it real. You know what I mean? So if that's true, I definitely gave Loso the third round. But Kylie Smooth did his thing in the third round. Like, it could go either way in that third round. It's definitely debatable. But I did give it to Loso 2-1. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. Kylie Smooth just got put in that bag. So, man, like, overall, like, you know what I mean, I thought it was a decent card, especially being with, like, there was nothing else on, like, as far as battle rap goes this weekend. It was, like, perfect timing for them, man. But it was a little disappointment at the end. You know, at the time, nobody knows what's going on. We were expecting A-Ward and Coffee. It never happens. We want to know why. You know what I mean? Everybody's mad. I was personally like, damn, I just sat here for 5 hours to watch this Coffee and A-Ward. Like, I literally watched the whole card for like 5 hours. Looking forward to the end of it. Like, yo, I know it, because I'm a fan of A-Ward. A-Ward be doing his thing. So I wanted, you know what I mean? I wanted to see A-Word, right? And they're like, nah. And then right as the stream goes off, they're like, no A-Word and Coffee, you lie, niggas. Like, whoa. So I did not like the way the event ended at all. But like I said, man, it was better than nothing. You know what I mean? So it turns, people were saying that Coffee no-show A-Word. You know what I mean? A-Word goes out and put his round out. You know what I mean? Which was fire. Coffee was not standing in front of that shit anyway, in my opinion. A-Ward fucking cooked coffee. I mean, the coffee pot, I guess. But A-Ward poured his round out. It was crazy. Y'all see it. If you don't see it, man, I'm gonna try to put it in the description or something like that. But yeah, he put his round out. We think he got a no-show, but it's way deeper than that, right? We think it's just like, why she ain't no-show in her own backyard? Like, that's crazy, right? That's what everybody thinking, like, she no-showed in her backyard. Why, right? So it turns out that her and RX is going through some type of beef, from what I'm hearing on Twitter. And I usually don't like to talk about this shit because I'm not there. I don't know the facts. I don't really like controversy if it's not about battle rap, but they putting the facts out there, so I'm gonna talk about this one a little bit. You know what I mean? So basically, Coffee, from what I'm hearing, Coffee and RX has some type of beef, and Coffee said that RX has a restraining order on her, so she didn't show up. But the way she said it, the way Coffee was explaining it on Twitter was like, oh, the business wasn't good, and we take that as you ain't get paid, like the money ain't right. That's when people say that, we think automatically money, like my man Angry Fan said earlier. He said, when you think that, you think money. So shout out to him. Yeah, he's right. When you say the business ain't right or the business ain't good, we automatically gonna think it's about money. But I guess she was referring to this restraining order. I didn't even know her and Geechee been beefing, going back and forth. And that's crazy if that's true. Because, you know what I mean? It seemed like Geechee had a hand in her success to the top, or rise to the top. Or rise so far in battle rap. So, you know what I mean? But brothers and sisters fight, man. So you usually don't want to get in the middle of that anyway. You know what I mean? Because when they make up, they don't be both looking at you like, nigga, you picked a side? Fuck out of here. Like, you know? So yeah, man, it's your boy Battle Raps Coroner. We out of here, man. I do this for y'all. Love y'all. Salute y'all. I do it for the culture. Don't get put in that